What's going on, guys? Anybody on that? No, we're live. Oh, we got two people. What's going on, ACC? Full bar. What's going on, man? Fixer, David. Oh, what's going on, guys? Anything good? Terry Tro, Manga, Devin, Elizabeth, Blood, Double Blood. Wrench. Oh, guys. All right, I can't even keep up with all you guys. Greetings, everybody. What's happening? What's going on, Granny? Oh, yeah, well, I'm getting better. It's today. It's a full month today since I got this thing. Editing a video for the channel as we speak. Good job. How you doing, Eli? Oh, excuse me.
Can you read?
It would be easy. It would be easier for you.
I'm getting it on here. Hang on.
Hang on. Uncle Kathy's getting her shit together.
That's what I'm doing. Wait, I gotta let the cat in. Hang on.
Roll up your windows.
Hey, get off me. Leave him alone.
Would I rather put a Mopar motor in a GM body or a GM motor in a Mopar body? I don't crossbreed, man. I don't crossbreed.
Okay.
Fine if you want to. Me, myself, I won't do that.
Let's see.
To me, the motor is the soul of the car. You know what I'm saying? So the car has to identify it's like a harmonious, universal type of thing. It's like an energy. Like Chrysler engine has a Chrysler body, Chrysler energy. So I don't believe in mixing those things up. Look, it's Uncle Kathy, but she's sitting off screen.
Look.
Why are you sitting way over there?
This is her material.
Here, look, there she is. Okay.
No, I feel claustrophobic.
All right, what do you want to do? Here. All right, here. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah. Oh, it's much better.
Really?
It's the freckled demon, Uncle Kathy.
Okay. Hi, women at What's Garage. Okay, I'm not ready.
All right, she's gonna read these things.
I'm not ready.
I can't read.
This. All right. Okay, we're gonna give away 2 T-shirts tonight.
We're giving away 2 T-shirts.
We can't say who bought them and paid for them to give them away.
Why not?
Because it'll ruin their reputation.
Wait a minute. So one of our viewers bought and paid for 2 T-shirts to give away, and we can't mention who this person is.
He doesn't want us to know.
What a modest and amazing gesture that was.
I know.
So which T-shirts are we giving away?
UTG shirts.
The normal UTG shirt?
Yeah.
Are we giving away with the artwork that goes with it?
We can. I have it.
I wonder if these guys have ever seen the artwork. That was early on. That was before.
Yeah, it was really early.
You have it?
Yeah.
Go grab it.
Okay. Here, you want to read from here?
Okay.
Easier?
Yeah. So what's the crack tonight? It's hard for me to read. I have this ADD that's like borderline autism. Actually, it's probably more autism than it is ADD. So for me to read questions and talk and think out there, it's like forget about it. It's like overwhelming. So that's why Uncle Kathy generally reads the questions and I do this. What's going on, Jeremy? Okay. Should you start up a classics repair shop with your buddy? It's a tough business, man. I mean, if you really, really know your shit, then, it might not be a bad idea.
And don't forget, you got something in the mail, Tony.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna wait till he pops up. No, it's not. Yeah, no, you could use caps. It doesn't make any difference. It's my brain doesn't switch very fast from reading to talking to answering. So it's just
Yeah.
easier and less confusing. So when we first started the channel, probably almost a year and a half ago now.
Mhm.
Um, a few months in, we started doing our T-shirts, right? The ones that we give away now. So we had this. This was a self-portrait that I did, okay, and it was signed, and we put this in every T-shirt, in with every T-shirt. And people were buying T-shirts just to get the artwork. So we had sold out of them. Now, so Kathy found this one. So whoever gets these two shirts tonight will also get the signed, self-portrait of Uncle Tony.
Nice. Good job, Tony. Okay. Let's see. Tony, you have an old Fox body, right?
Yes.
I've had one of those myself.
Oh, it wasn't old. It was brand new when I had it.
All right, so what are you going to do to give away the T-shirts? You going to ask a question?
I don't know.
You're going to have to think of something.
Where is John?
I don't know. He'll be on.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be on.
Uh,
McTaggart. Quit messaging with the thermostat and turn it up. What? Quit messing with the thermostat and turn it up already. I've got my frost on my taint. What? I got frost on my taint?
That's very sexy, Brian. Thank you for sharing that.
How do you win a shirt? We have to figure that
We have to
out.
figure it out. We need a
Let's see.
yeah.
We're gonna have to come up with a trivia question, right?
Oh God.
Right?
Uh,
You're gonna have to think of something. Let's see. Eric says I never got a shirt or a picture.
who said?
Did you order
Did you
one?
order one?
Let's see. Any update on the John Dodge t-shirts? I went to get one for a friend's birthday.
Uncle Crystal is the one who's going to be handling merch and all of that stuff. Now we're just getting past the holidays and illnesses all the way around, so we're a little bit behind on everything. But Uncle Crystal is going to be handling the new shirts. We've got the John Dodge shirt. We've got the Manhattan Speed shirt. We've got hats. The hats are in the works. So we've got like tons of merch coming. And Uncle Crystal is one who's going to handle all of that.
Aaron, did you get the email about the Firebird in Brentwood? Are you gonna go look at that Firebird? Remember? I was supposed to get back to him.
I don't remember.
Remember? You're supposed to go. I said
Oh,
I'll
right.
try to get back to you tonight.
Yeah.
Are we gonna- Can we look at that?
But he won't let us video it.
Oh,
He won't let us video that.
still go look at it.
Who's Uncle Crystal? The one who's going to handle the merch.
Thoughts on tire spoons?
Tire spoons.
I don't know.
You're okay.
Let's see. Look at the last email. All right, Aaron, I'll take a look at it when we're finished. I'll show it to Tony. Let's see. Are you gonna do more podcasts?
No.
I just deleted them all last
Yeah.
night. Cleaning out the computer.
The podcast was a waste of time. We tried, we put a lot of effort into it, but it was like going nowhere fast. So we pulled the plug on that.
Eric wants to know when's the video on windage coming out.
Maybe this week. I don't even know what videos we've got lined up for this week yet.
Will it be Windows, Tony?
Yes, for all of them.
Uncle Tony, could you make a build with a junkyard turbo sometime?
I myself, okay. If somebody was to bring me a car, I say this like every podcast. If somebody was to bring me a car and the turbo and say, let's put this thing together, I'm all about it. But I myself on my own cars don't want to deal with turbochargers. I don't like the hot side plumbing and all of that. I'm more of a nitrous oxide / supercharged / normally aspirated guy than I am turbo. I love turbochargers. I love everything about turbochargers. I get a real blast out of it. but I don't want to own one. Does that make any sense? It's just like like 240Zs. I love 240Zs. I get a real bug for those cars, right? But I don't want to own one. I want you to own one, and I'll check it out or play with it. So I'm the same way with turbochargers.
John Paulson says you never really advertised the podcast.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. I've got to get a Pro Charger now, thanks to your boost video.
There you go.
We didn't advertise the podcast. We did. We put them on Facebook.
We tried to promote
tried.
them every way that we could promote them, and there was just no interest. We had them on every single podcast carrier.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Right.
Like if you listen to podcasts, you can find it. It's on iTunes and everywhere. How's the weather? It's 14 degrees and snowing here.
It's not bad. It's about 40 degrees out there today.
Tell me what to repower my Scout 258 727. Wait.
AMC bolt
Can
powder.
you see it? Okay.
Well, I mean, if you can find a 360 or a 390 or a 401 AMC, that would be the ideal thing because it just bolt in place.
Come on. Come on. Copy.
Facebook page's name is Uncle Tony's Garage. I'm never on there. We have other guys that post on there. There's Wrenchski, Jovial Wrenchski, Eric Jackson, Ron Ward. Sorry. Those guys all post on that page. I'm never on Facebook myself, but those guys do that. And the name of the page is Uncle Tony's Garage.
Here's a T-shirt we're giving away.
Ooh.
Well, not the exact one. You'll tell us what size you are.
Yeah. So the T-shirt will be custom made for whoever.
Right.
Right.
In their custom size.
Yes.
Let's see. Found a slant 6 today for $125. I was just looking around.
I mean, that's not a bad price.
Ever thought about buying a first-gen Cummins?
No, I'm not a diesel guy. Again, see, I like diesels. I like watching what other people fuck with diesels. I'm all about that. That's really cool. I don't want one myself. I'm not a diesel guy.
Let's see. What happened to the SEMA build?
Oh, still developing the third hood. The third hood technology.
Ever tried a clutch chamber in a drag car for slower clutch release off the line?
The only clutch tamer I ever had was my foot. I mean, if the name of your game is just sidestep on the clutch, then yeah, I guess. But I've always walked cars.
Let's see. What are some things I can do to preserve a fresh built motor?
How do you mean preserve a fresh built motor?
No.
You mean you're going to build it and you're going to store it? I mean, if you coat the cylinder walls with like white lube, something like that, something that's not, and then just pack it in a plastic bag, man, you should be fine.
Ricky Shearer says hi from Indianapolis.
What's going on, Ricky?
Let's see. You both sound tons better. Here's to health.
Yes.
Yeah, we were pretty sick.
I'm still a little fucked up.
We were really sick.
It's been a month. Been sick for a month.
One of my favorite videos was you talking Fox bodies with the other fellows. Any plans of more of this style of video in the future?
No current plans, but I mean, we never know what we're going to do next, honestly. So
ask them what they want us to do next. What kind of videos?
Why don't you ask them? They're right there.
Well, what format?
Ask them.
What format?
Now you're asking yourself.
No, I'm not.
Say,
well, we were talking about the different formats, right?
Yeah.
Long format, short format, vlog style format. What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maggie, come by to say hi.
Hi, Jody. More videos on wing cars. What?
I haven't done video on wing car yet.
John wants you to drag race Cletus McFarland, old versus new.
I have nothing that'll run anywhere near what Cletus McFarland can run right now.
Drive one of your cars like you used to.
What do you mean, like I used to?
Those were always good ones. I don't know.
I drive like an old lady.
Make videos of budget tricks to make street cars faster.
That's have you seen our channel? That's all we have.
What is this? I'm getting messages. I don't know who that's from. I want to see more how-to vids. Details is best. I like to watch as long as possible.
The problem with how-to videos is that they're so limited. So like I could do like how to curve your Chrysler distributor, let's just say, right? And it's so limited. It will only get people who have Chrysler distributors that are going to click on that. So I have to do more broad videos that cover like the theory and practice as opposed to the actual how-to, if that makes any sense. Like the only how to stuff that we can really do are things that are like completely generic, like how to tune a Holly carburetor, let's just say, for say, because it doesn't matter Ford, Chevy, Pontiac, it'll fit everything. So the how-tos and tutorials, we don't do too many.
Aaron says mixing the formats up seems to be a good thing. Jesse, I like the technical engine building videos, such as porting heads.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like we could do backyard head porting, and stuff like that, but we can't do how to port your small block Chevy head.
Great Dude says get well soon, Uncle Tony.
Thank you, brother. I'm getting better. Definitely getting better. I'm gonna miss the sexiness in my voice though. Right? Sexy, right?
Sultry.
Yeah, sultry.
How long does cam assembly lube last on a motor that hasn't been started? Progress on my 78 Cherokee S is taking longer than expected, and I don't want to flat spot my new cam.
That's a good question. The more liquidy stuff I would kind of be aware of, like that purpley pink like stuff that they the red shit that they send. Like I think Comcam uses it. If you use don't use an oil-based assembly lube. Use like a graphite-based assembly lube. Kind of like pasty. And that stuff, once you put that on there, it's on there. And make sure you really coat the bottom of the lifters with it. And that stuff will last. I mean, it'll stay on there indefinitely. But if you're coating it with an oil-based, it's gonna drip off over time.
Love the history lessons and stories from the old days. Videos on restoring K cars.
I love K cars.
Used to, as in your early videos of doing burnouts and power shifting.
We only did. Oh, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, we took that old power shifting video down because it was really bad, right? So we'll do that again. Actually, what we'll do? We'll do when we bring Bottle Rocket back in. Bottle Rocket will be back sometime probably the last week of February because the tracks open here the second week of March. So around the last week of February, about a month from now, we'll bring Bottle Rocket back. When we've got her up and running, we'll do that power shifting video over again.
Let's see. I'd like to see that curving the distributor and such. What's your opinion of the Dodge Murata?
They're cool cars. Actually, it's got a really good look to it. They're just not around.
More lamb chop, please.
Lamb chop will be back in full force with Bottle Rocket. You're gonna see a lot of lamb chop this year. And remember, he's got his channel, Lamb Chop's World. Mm-hmm. So if you guys, if you want your like every other day dose of Lamb Chop's World.
426 Rich. Evening, Tony and Kathy. Evening. Let's see. Got you on my shop speakers doing ball joints on a guy's Dodge. Love the old fuel injection bids, and it's always theory over muscle memory. Let's see. Um, what?
He's in an EV seance now.
Wait, what?
Can't beat the torque. Nick V, I'm in an EV seance now. Can't beat the torque. Are you really in a seance right now?
Is that the name of the car? Really?
Ever thought of a turbo bottle rocket? No, never. And absolutely no. Bottle. The whole purpose of bottle rocket was bottle nitrous. The whole point of that car is bottle. And okay, for the record, I will not be doing any turbocharged cars
Why?
for myself.
Why?
I keep explaining this over and over again. I don't.
Maybe. Don't be so negative.
I like
You might want to
turbochargers,
do it.
and I will feature other people's turbo stuff for sure, definitely. But I myself, in my world, don't want anything. I'm not into the turbocharger thing. When I open my hood, I don't want all this plumbing and shit like that. That's not my thing. So I myself won't be doing any turbocharged work, but I will be featuring it as it comes my way.
Leave yourself open to it.
No, I've already decided.
Yeah.
The turbocharger is not for me.
All right.
I value my underhood space. I open the hood and I want my fucking motor there. If it takes me more than a minute to take a valve cover off, I'm in crisis. You know what I'm saying? If it takes me more than 5 minutes to swap all my spark plugs, I'm having a fucking internal meltdown, right?
Well, you
So
don't need to do that.
the problem with turbochargers is it cramps the underhood space. And for me, in my personal, world view of the machines that are in my life, I don't want any cramped underhood space.
Super Sport Rudy is shouting out from Massachusetts.
You guys cannot comprehend how anal I am about how things are placed under a hood. Like, I mean, literally, I'll spend, you put the thing together, okay? And then I'll spend fucking days routing this just out of the way so that you can clear this and you don't have to move that. And everything is just exactly so that you could service anything like blindfolded. So, so that's why for me, the turbocharger is like, holy fuck, all of this stuff under the hood. No, I'd rather just not have a car, for Christ's sake.
Why are you being so dramatic?
Because I'm insane. I'm.
Dramatic. Let's see. Have you heard of a Macho Ram Charger? Macho Ram Charger?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have?
Well, no.
No. Yes? No?
Wait.
Maybe?
Was it a Ram Charger? It was a Macho Power Wagon. Macho Power Wagon. I don't remember seeing a Ram Charger. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Hey, Tony, we need to see you at the Race of Gentlemen 2020 in Wildwood, New Jersey. This is
Dude, I
you.
would so fucking love to come to that. That out of all of the events that happen around, out of all the events that happen on Earth, right? That is one that I really, really want to go see.
Can we go to that?
We got to find a dog sitter.
Okay, I have a dog sitter.
Well, I mean, it's in Wildwood, New Jersey. I don't know, when is it?
I don't know what it is. They're not saying. Not yet. What happened to your fox body?
I saw it.
Yeah. You're not insane. You're just Italian.
Isn't that the same thing?
It's the same.
Well, wait, remember, it's Italians are like Aussies, okay? It's like, Aussies are fucking insane. They're nuts, right? Well, it's the same thing with American Italians because all of my ancestors, Italy's a fucking paradise, right? It's always been a fucking paradise. For you to leave that place and come to like, what was like, the chaos and the unknown of America on a fucking boat, right? You got to be nuts. You had to be nuts. So all of the ancestors that came over here, they were criminals. They were like fucking, outcasts. They were like, the scourge of society in Italy. So they all came here to America. So if you're Italian, you're descended from these fucking people. So yeah, we've all got that little touch of nuttiness in us.
It's in October, October 3rd.
Okay, well that's long enough away that we could actually maybe plan something for that.
That would be cool.
The question is, will somebody let me drive one of those fucking cars?
Nobody's gonna let you touch anything.
I could try.
They'll be swatting you away. Let's see. Let's see. So are you against EVs or are you cool with them?
I'm fine with them. I'm against them being rammed down the people's throats. Um, I have nothing at all against TVs. I have about the same fascination with them like Garlitz has. But I am against, you know, trying to shove them down the throats of the public. That's where I got a problem with them. But EVs themselves, I don't have a problem with.
Can you please check your email from your website? Okay. I have a problem with getting email on the website. There's something wrong with that. So that's why on the contact page on the website, it says just contact us at uncletonysgarage@gmail.com. There's something messed up with the form on there. So I don't always get the messages. So you can just message us at uncletonysgarage@gmail.com. I always get those. Let's get down to brass tacks. How much garlic did you eat today?
There was some girl she made raviolis. She made so yeah, there was a lot of garlic in the sauce.
What's your opinion on Miatas?
I
The
love
ones
them.
with the pop-ups.
Miatas are fucking cool.
Fubar's here. What's up, Fubar?
Fubar the Axe, he's been here.
He's been here, I know. Oh, goodness. Would a 360 Magnum be a good strip engine converted to carb?
Sure.
People want you to stop smoking.
I know.
I know. He's working on it. He's cut back a lot.
Listen,
He's cut back a lot.
I have cut back, okay? But here's the thing. You got to understand something. Right? I got a choice. I could do Ritalin or Adderall or one of these other fucking things, to steady the, or I could smoke. So the combination of caffeine and nicotine has the same effect on the brain as Ritalin does, without any of the negative side effects. So I'll gladly. I've had I'm not giving up smoke. I'm not quitting smoking. It just ain't gonna fucking happen because
You will when you have to.
when I'm ready to die, when I'm ready to stop functioning as a person, then I'll quit smoking.
What's up, DMC Productions? Let me see. What do you love about K cars?
They're so innocent. There's just the same reason I think I like Slant Sixes. Just stock Slant Sixes. They're just so pure and so innocent. It's just like, here's a car. It's the car that you drew when you were 3 years old. And then put the wheels on it. It's just a little fucking happy box. I don't know. There's just something about K cars that make me smile.
Aaron says if you get a list of Ram Charger parts, let him know. We don't have a list of parts for that.
No, I'm gonna need. I'll tell you what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need an under dash harness because that was a parts truck. So they and I haven't gotten under the dash at all really. So, but I can see where they just got in there and they hacked the fucking harness up and dug out the heater controls and all the other shit. So I am gonna need some under dash things, but not yet.
Do you have a GLHS in your collection? Love mine. I call it.
I don't.
My groceries go getter from hell.
I don't. But I do dig those cars.
Fubar, are you going in stealth mode now? I don't know. Is he? What do you think of diesels? Did you say that already?
Yeah, I like diesels. I'm just not a diesel guy.
All hail Fubar. Let's see. Thoughts on Superbirds? Have any?
I don't have any. I mean, they're what's not to like about a Superbird? I wouldn't want to own one. I don't want to be a caretaker for for something like that. But I do love them.
Pumpkin Greaser says, I can never understand why people can understand that if someone doesn't want to stop smoking, they're not going to stop. That's the truth.
And I
you
can
have to
understand.
want to stop.
I can understand that you can understand
So stop when he wants to stop. Have you ever read Walter P. Chrysler's autobiography? It's fascinating. Have you ever read it?
that. Yeah, Walter P. Chrysler was what?
His autobiography.
Yeah,
You've read his autobiography?
years ago.
Yeah?
Dodge Brothers too.
Did you?
Red Loctite, okay, for nitrous fittings. I don't know. Don't use anything on nitrous fittings. They're pipe fittings. If anything, use just a little tiny bit of that the liquid stuff. But yeah. Zero, what's going on, Zero?
How reliable were the push button trannies?
Very extremely. We got one in the '64. So it's the original transmission. God only knows. I mean, and it functions just fine.
Matthew says, love the videos. Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you.
Shane says, love the honesty of your vids. It's refreshing. Do you like the AMX versions?
Say that again
Do you
now.
like the AMX versions?
AMX versions of what?
I don't know. It just says AMX versions.
I like AMXs. Zero saying, what's up, boss lady?
What's up? What's up, Dexter? I think I need more coffee. What kind of power are you looking to make out of a slant six?
As much as it'll make, I don't have a clue. I don't know. Zero, you working at the bar tonight?
Sting Lincoln says, I went to an indoor automotive swap meet with my stepson today. It's like a therapy for me. I don't think about anything else except for car-related things.
That's all of us.
There was an indoor thing by us, but we didn't go today. Do you have any recommendations for Nashville hot chicken?
No. You know, I missed that whole hot chicken thing. Songs for tonight's playlist. Oh, okay. Ready? All right. Let's do something different this week. My favorite newer band. Okay, Go Bordello.
Really? That's not a new band.
The newer band. They're still touring. It's a 10-year-old fucking.
Not a new band. Nashville hot chicken, Hattie B's. I've heard of that.
Hattie B's. Yeah. So Zero. Right tonight. Right. Sally by Go Bordello.
Okay, so you're gonna come up with something to give away a T-shirt. You have a question?
Oh God, I don't.
You gotta have something.
Why don't we have?
What?
Why don't we have? Why don't we have one of our guys pick the question?
You have to give them a question.
No.
What?
We'll let them make the question.
But then they can't win the shirt if they make the question. Fubar, you make the question.
Yeah, Fubar.
You have a shirt.
Right, you've already got your shirt. Come up with the question. And it can't be something that like these guys can like Google real quick and get the answer to.
Mm-mm. Do a hot rod giveaway. We're giving away 2 T-shirts. Good day, Aussie Dan. He says he's drawing a blank. Fubar's drawing a blank.
Fubar, we're counting on you.
Oh, we gotta have something.
All right.
What?
Where's Ari? Ari's not on tonight.
No, where's John?
Yeah, John. I'm gonna wait. John sent me the fucking coolest gift. John Wilburn. I'm gonna wait till he gets on. I'll show you guys what he sent.
1 minute, working on a question. Ferment's garages. All right.
TV commercials that make me laugh. Oh man, there were so many of them. But I can't off the top. I think the best TV commercials ever. Do you remember the old Taco? Was it Taco? No, Quiznos. Remember the Quiznos subs commercials from I guess it was maybe like 15 years ago.
How do you get a T-shirt? Well, you can win one of two tonight.
Yeah, we're giving away 2 T-shirts, but we need the questions.
Right, they're working on it.
Okay.
They're working on a question.
Who's working on a question?
Let's see. Who's working on a question? Who was drawing a blank? I'm losing my place here. Oh, or you can go to UncleTony'sGarage.com and order a T-shirt there at the store. Food bar's too busy with troll killing. Let's see.
Yeah, Punk. The little rat things.
What? I'm like, I'm lost tonight, Tony.
Oh, come on.
I am. Where's the one souvenir that Uncle Tony has kept from drag racing?
I haven't.
You have.
What?
You've got
I don't have any. I kept that piston, that chunk of piston we did a video about. I kept that just to remind me, don't do this again.
You got the face mask.
Yeah, I have my old breathing mask.
Please do budget Volvo 240 engine upgrade.
Oh, I still have my hydrometer.
Did you hear me?
What?
Andrew, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Andrew.
Please do a budget Volvo 240 engine upgrade.
Oh, Andrew, I don't have any of those engines at my disposal. They're just not around. I do love them. She had one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, she loved that car. I love that car, but we don't have them around.
Paul Cavazola, what's up, Paul? I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Ready, go, he says.
Oh, wait.
What?
Thrown wrench garage.
Where?
Okay, first question tonight. Herb Adams is a former GM engineer who decided to give GM cars their nuts back in the 70s with such models of farm.
You have to read it out loud.
Oh, wait, go back and find.
What? I'm reading. You want to read the question?
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, good.
Okay, first question of the night for
First question of the night for a T-shirt.
Herb Adams was a former GM engineer who decided to give GM cars their nuts back in the 1970s with such models like the Fire Am. Fire Am? What was his company called? Do you know the answer to this, story?
No.
You don't?
No, but that's what makes Thrown Wrench Garage Brian McBangshift the fucking mental super wonder that he is.
Okay. Thrown Wrench, you're gonna have to figure out who wins this, and then let me know.
Yeah, you hear that, Brian? You gotta.
Because we don't know the answer, Brian. I'll take things only I know for 200, Alex. Don't we have music for this? We should have music.
We need the Jeopardy Think music.
Yeah, I know.
Has anybody gotten it yet, Brian?
We're looking, we're watching. Since we don't know the answer, we don't know who got it first. Curtis Randolph is the winner. Okay.
Is he?
So Curtis, here's what you do. Send us an email at uncletonysgarage@gmail.com with what size you want and your address. And we'll get that to you. Curtis Randolph is the winner.
Curtis Randolph, you won. Congratulations. You get the T-shirt and you get a copy of this self-portrait.
Signed?
Signed.
You know, autograph?
Yeah. There's a car that I'm working on in the background, and there's my cigarette, and look, I'm holding a wrench. See? So so you get that as well.
Andrew Blears. Thank you, Andrew. Please buy a Volvo 240. and I'll fund the project.
All right. Well, I mean, send the cash. Yeah, we're down.
John Wilburn's on.
John Wilburn is on. Hang on a second, guys. Let me
I'll
roll
go
this
get
cigarette.
it. You want me to go get it?
I got it. You stay here. No, you,
You
man.
know where it is?
I-
Well, no, you know the answers to everything.
I-
Oh, Uncle Crystal is texting me. I can't read it. Let's see. I have to go to Uncle Crystal's message. Let me see.
Did a 5-year-old draw that? No, a 57-year-old drew that. I see you have no appreciation for fine art. Hang on, I'll be right back.
I'm talking to Uncle Crystal. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let me expand. All right. Shout out to Dayton, Ohio. We love the channel. Shout out to Dayton, Tony.
Dayton, Ohio, fucking rocks, guys. So remember the video I did last week about the squirt bottles, right? So yeah, there's things I can't explain. I'm already, yeah, I'm already starting to use them. So John, I get a package in the mail the other day from John Wilburn. It's a box, and it's full of brand new squirt bottles. So I mean, John, thank you so much, man. That's
Thank you, John.
one of the most thoughtful gifts I've ever gotten. Thank you very much. I'm going to use the hell out of these things.
Amway. Yep. Hi from Indiana. Hi, David. Oh, they're going fast. Tony. 4 tracks. Thank you. Tony. Come here.
What did I miss?
Question.
Oh, okay, what's the question?
4 track says, love your delivery and knowledge. It's nice in an era of superfluous clickbait to hear old school smarts, even for a 4-age Toyota guy like me. Keep it up.
Well, we try to do everything. We try to keep everything generic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're using vintage Chryslers to demonstrate ideas, right? But all of this stuff goes right across the fucking board. You know what I mean? Like things that we talk about, like windage or how to the methodologies of working through different systems of a car. We try to keep them as generic as possible. So if you do have a Toyota or you got a Honda or you got a Pontiac or you got a Studebaker or whatever it is you got, you can kind of like apply these same thought patterns to your car. So that's why like people are like, oh, there's the best Mopar channel on YouTube, and we are the best Mopar channel on YouTube. But except we're not a Mopar channel. We're a hot rod channel that just happens to use mostly Mopars to illustrate different things. Does that make any sense?
Makes sense to me. All right, we need another question.
Well, you give it a little bit.
We're UTG, right at 0.
I got a moment.
Fat?
I'm losing weight too. I've been on a fucking diet.
Andreas D. I'm a newbie to the channel. Just wondering where you guys are from. Greetings from New York City.
We're originally from New York City. We're in Nashville, Tennessee now. We've been here for going on 17 years.
16. Stop.
No, it's actually this October will be 17.
2004.
2003.
No.
I was here in 2003. You came December of 2003. I was here in October of 2003.
Right, 2004. We all moved here in 2004.
What year is it?
Dear. Tony, say yes, dear.
Thank you, Earl.
Do you guys miss New York City at all? I miss some things.
I don't miss it even a little bit.
You would miss some things.
Jewish delicatessens. That's it. It's the only thing I miss.
We need another marathon stream. 72
No.
hours. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
I blew 2 of them. I punked out after 29 hours on the 36-hour one and went 10 and a half hour one. My voice still hasn't come back. This my voice has been gone since New Year's Day when we tried the 24-hour one.
Yeah, that was
10 and a
fine.
half hours in, and that was it. I was done, and my voice still hasn't come back.
You don't miss the East River stench, Tony?
I don't miss anything, literally any. I don't miss a single fucking thing about the Northeast. Nothing, except knishes and pastrami. That's it. Anything else I want, I got right here.
We have White Castles here.
Yeah, we got White Castles.
Got my Ford 400 running with the stock air cleaner with the snorkel. That ran good. I then installed a 14-inch air cleaner and a what I would call misfire just off idle showed up. Vacuum secondary spring.
Oh, very good. Then installed a 14-inch air cleaner and what do we call it? Misfire just off idle shut up. I mean, if you take the air cleaner off, does it go away? I don't know. That's an odd problem.
I'm introducing my girlfriend to Uncle Tony's garage. She loves vintage Mopar. Can you please say hello, Nikki, Arkansas City, Kansas?
Nikki, Arkansas, or is it
Nikki, Arkansas City, Kansas.
Nikki, Arkansas City, Kansas? How you doing, honey?
Stop. I'm tired of messing with my old 351 WEFI system. How hard would it be to convert it to carb?
Yeah, not. I mean,
No.
obviously, you need a fuel pump that's compatible with the carburetor and intake manifold and carb. I mean, it really is that simple.
I'm so behind. Oh my goodness. Shut the dogs. I'm trying. UT, I think I have a windage problem. It normally happens when I eat beans.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Barracuda.
Thanks for sharing that.
Let's see. Are you working on anything now, or is it too cold?
Yeah, actually, I spent the whole morning moving stuff around. I changed that duster we picked up was a future project. I put a radiator and that thing this morning. Moved a lot of stuff around. We're gearing up. We're getting ready. The tow vehicles. Got to work on the trailer because as soon as the track's open in March, we're going to be there with Bottle Rocket and we'll be there with that Slant 6 that we're building. So this is going to be a big year. We're going to be out a lot this year. And I got to remind you guys, anybody who's like local, anybody who's in like the general Nashville area or passing through on a Sunday night, beginning in March.
March?
Yes, beginning in March, we're going to be doing these Sunday night lives from our box truck in a location
From the
right.
box truck?
Yeah.
What's that big box truck?
We need a place where we can sit and.
Why can't we take the car out?
We could take the car out, but we still need a place to broadcast from.
For the box truck?
What would you like to broadcast in?
Why can't we be outside?
All of the noise and people yapping and stuff like that?
Yeah. It's ambiance.
They'll be around. We'll be mingling, but we still need a ground zero that we can broadcast out of.
Ooh, somebody asked me.
Somebody asked you what?
Any more eggs? Show them.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Bounty.
Look at this. We got 3 eggs. 3 eggs out of the chickens, right? Or maybe 1 chicken. I don't know. But we're in the eggs now. Yeah, there you go. But they're little. You can't really tell, but they're like half-size eggs. They're cute.
Let's see.
Why do I roll cigarettes? Because if I didn't, the tobacco is hard to. You have to eat each individual piece of tobacco.
Okay.
So I roll them up, and it keeps them together.
Hillbilly Mechanic says, I have a question y'all can use.
Okay.
What is it? Oh, I'm so behind. I go to get eggs and I'm all behind. All right. If you feed them lots of yolks, yeah, they'll be deep. Lots of bugs. The yolks will be deep colored. Yeah, they're free range.
Yeah, we let them out in the yard, and they just.
I'm looking for the question. Hillbilly Garage. If you're outside in public, you have to worry about people playing music and getting your copyright warnings from YouTube.
No, I don't think that would count. I don't think that would count. I think that when you use if I'm out in a public place,
Yeah,
and
you
there's
can't
sounds or
control
things
me.
going on in the background, that doesn't count as copyright. But if I use it, if we install it as background sound in a video or use it for our own ambiance in a video, that's different.
Roll up your windows, Tony.
Roll up your windows.
I can't believe that's still going,
I know.
right? Hi, Ben. Stromberg or Hildebrand, your fave?
Hildebrand. The fuck is a Hildebrand?
Hildebrand. I don't know.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know. Halliburton. I don't know.
And I know what a Stromberg is. I have no idea what a Hildebrand is.
Let's see.
And I actually happen to have a thing for Stromberg. So, the Carter BBD is like a descendant of the Stromberg. So yeah, I'm all about them. Road Mopar, dude. Good luck with the house. Congratulations.
Please show us how to make an omelet. It's not enough eggs. They're little.
It'd be a little tiny
Really
omelet.
tiny. Super tricks or auto drags?
Neither slots or torque thrusts.
Boom drag. What's up? Is that how you say that?
I guess, I don't know.
UT. I have access to a mid-70s truck 318 and a 96 5.2 Magnum with valve train noise. Which one should I build?
Build the Magnum. Build the Magnum, or at the very least use the block so you got a roller cam.
Where's the question, Hillbilly Mechanics? I don't see it. Hang on, I'm looking.
Have I ever owned any Pontiacs? I don't think I've ever owned any Pontiacs. I mean, I've had countless Pontiac experiences, but I've never owned one.
I missed your question, Hillbilly Mechanics. I don't see it. All I see is where you say I put the question on. I don't know what the question is. Maybe you mean, wait. When running a big single plane intake like a Victor, is there any benefit in running a 1-inch carb spacer?
There's almost always benefit in running carb spacers. But your combination will tell you it's trial and error. The only way you'll ever know really is to put it on and see what it does.
I have a great, okay, hang on.
A carburetor, a carb spacer is always beneficial when you're on the small side of carburetor. So let's just say you've got a 350 cubic inch engine and you've got a 750 Holly on the thing, right? Or 750 carburetor. A carb spacer always fools the motor into thinking it has more carburetor than it actually does. So, that's one of the criteria. If you think you're too small on carb, throw a spacer under there.
Spin, you bastard, spin.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge and wit. Wish I could do more.
You've done plenty. Thank you so much.
You.
No, we appreciate it. It's these donations. If they come in $5 at a time, $10, 25, 100, doesn't matter. These are what keep us going. This is what keeps the bills paid, and the projects moving. So you just bought all the oil and liquids that we need for Bottle Rocket for our first time to the track. Thank you.
Did you finish the oil pan with the oil distribution flow?
Yes, I did. It's all. I just stripped it and painted it yesterday.
Bossy Dan, UTG, have you ever worked on or seen a Chevrolet El Toro? Here in Australia, we have a lot of similarities in our GM cars and the US GM Chevy, etc.
By El Toro, you mean El Camino, or the GMC had one called the El Diablo for a while. I don't think we've ever had anything here in this country called the El Toro.
Do you know who Spin You Bastard Spin is?
Since he's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Changed his name.
Yeah. Todd, thanks, you
Todd, for watching. I have a great trivia question. Uncle Kathy, I really wanted this T-shirt, but I'll use it. Aw. Wait, Hillbilly Mechanics has the question here. During World War II, Ford, GM, and Chrysler were tasked with building Willis Jeep. They were not allowed to put brand insignia on Jeeps. Ford cheated how?
Yeah. Okay. I think I know the answer to that.
You can't answer it.
I know.
That's the question, guys. During World War II, Ford, GM, and Chrysler were tasked with building Willis Jeep. They were not allowed to put brand insignia on Jeeps. Ford cheated how? Okay, do you know the answer, Tony?
I think I do. I can't. So Hillbilly, you got to watch this, and the guy who comes up the first answer, you got to let us know who it is.
Yeah.
He put a pony on the grill. I know that that's not it.
I don't know. Hillbilly, you gotta keep track. Tell us who gets it first. I'm watching.
I'm watching too.
Don't lose it.
Hillbilly.
Well, maybe nobody got it yet. Maybe nobody got the question yet. Should I read it again?
No, people have been throwing answers
All right.
out.
Oh no, Todd missed the question.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, I'm scrolling back up.
Yeah, but where's Hillbilly?
He'll come on, just watch it. I'm gonna find the question again. Where's the question? Hang on. During World War II, Ford, GM, and Chrysler were tasked with building Willis Jeep. They were not allowed to put brand insignia on Jeeps. Ford cheated how?
All right, this is okay. This is not going to work because the guy who come Punk Warlord. No, Hillbilly's mechanic. That's not him. Oh yeah, Hillbilly Mechanics. Punk Warlord. Punk Warlord got it.
Is that who got it?
Hillbilly, you got it. You got to be quicker on this.
Punk Warlord got it. What was the answer? Okay, Punk Warlord won. What was the answer? Punk Warlord. Punk Warlord. Email us at Uncle Tony
Okay, we have
Garage
Sean Price confirming.
at gmail.com and give us your size and your address, and we'll get you a T-shirt.
Congratulations, Punk Warlord.
Good question, Hillbilly Mechanics.
And thank you, Hillbilly.
What was the answer? Do you know, Tony?
I think it was the F on the parts.
So Punk Warlord, you won. Oh, stamping the bolts with an F. Okay, awesome. Email us, UncleTony'sGarage at gmail.com with your size and address. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Okay. Andrew Bleers. Thank you, Andrew. What's a sensible engine upgrade for my 2.2?
I see it.
Can
I
you
see
see
it.
it? Okay.
Yeah. A sense. Andrew, aren't there forums for that? I mean, no, honestly, the people who really know those cars, like I can only give you like a generic answer. You know what I'm saying? A sensible upgrade if a header is available for it. A header is probably a header and a free flow exhaust. But since I don't know the characteristic of the original system, I can't really give you a good educated answer on that. I mean, like usually the exhaust is the first effective step in waking up just about any engine because exhausts are restrictive mostly because of sound regulations and so on and so forth. So yeah, I mean, going to a header and a free flow exhaust is generally the first step on any hot rod project, but I don't know the characteristics of the parts that the car was born with. So, I can't really give you, I wish I could, man. Nobody would be happier to spit out and say, yeah, do this, this, and this, and it's going to fucking fly. I'd be thrilled to do that, but I can't.
No 305. You cannot do that.
What?
Can I email you my T-shirt size and pretend I won the shirt?
You can try it. always try to cheat. If you think you can might be able to get away with it, go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody has like an email with this name on it, so. Okay. Thanks, Andrew. What about a 940 turbo engine swap?
Oof, again, see, I don't know the ins and outs of that kind of swap. There are guys who know those cars inside out and backwards. I know Mopars inside out and backwards. There are people who live Volvos, you know what I'm saying? And they would be able to give you those good. They'll tell you, you got to cut this, bend that, use this bracket, this brace, order that kit, wham, it goes right in. I can't even begin to guess, you know what I'm saying? I'm more mystified by what it would take to do that swap than you are.
Thank you, Derek. Love the channel. Proud to support.
Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Granny's Garage. What kind of squirt bottle is that? I want the same one.
They're great. Amway. It's an Amway squirt bottle. I think
they're called squeeze bottles.
They call them LOC bottles. I don't know what those initials stand for, but they call them LOC bottles.
Let's see. Why does Mopar use a ballast resistor in their electronic ignitions?
Ford and General Motors use a resistor wire from the ignition switch to the coil. And Chrysler, instead of using a resistor wire, which is very hard to replace when there's a problem with it, used a ballast resistor, which just bolts the firewall. So Ford, General Motors, AMC used a ballast resistor too. Ford and General Motors used a wire for the resistor or high resistance wire, and Chrysler used a ballast resistor.
Good night, Scott. Let's see. UT, are you going to see the new Top Gun movie?
No.
No. The ballast gives better coil saturation.
The ballast it removes some of the impact from the points. The points live longer with the resistor.
Andrew Blears, thank you. How much power can a 240 back axle handle, please?
Oh, Jesus. Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew, I'm going to have to Google these questions.
Do you want me to look at it for you?
I'm going to have to look up these questions myself to answer them.
Oh, I wish we could help better, Andrew. 67 fastback, thank you. Keep up the great
Hillbilly,
content.
thank you for contributing that, Hillbilly. Good night.
Keep up the great content. My entire Mopar fleet and wallet, thank you guys for your Keep It Simple, Stupid video. Definitely opened my eyes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Vegas 660, thank you. Your thoughts on field cars with mice problems. How dangerous can it be, health-wise, etc.? Have you had this issue with your cars? We had one that ate through the headliner.
If your health is so fragile, you got to worry about mouse piss. You really shouldn't be messing around with cars. I mean, be honest with you. Yeah.
Health-wise, it's not dangerous.
So when you mess around with cars, you'll find over the course of a lifetime messing with cars, you're gonna find every kind of biological fucking entity there is hidden in all sorts of things.
Power washer works great.
Yeah, use a power washer. But if you gotta, honestly, right, and like guys like, oh, you get some gas on your hands and you get liver fucking cancer, and blah 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 blah. Right? And it's like, you know what? Listen, if you're that physically fragile that you got to worry about all of these things, right? Stay away from fucking cars.
I don't think he meant it that way.
No, I know, but I'm just making a general statement. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes up in the comments all the time. People see me, oil on my fucking hands, or with the gasoline, or mouse fucking piss, or whatever it is. Right?
Yeah, you can there, just power wash
it. It's like
sitting in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got brown recluses down here, and that's what we do. If we drag something in, everything gets hit with the power washer.
Yeah.
Crypto Orange, thank you. Searching for a classic. Your videos have been invaluable. Thank you, Tony.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We are definitely going to do more on those hunting out and buying, classic cars. Those videos are really popular. And there's such a big part of the audience is on the hunt for project cars and stuff like that. So yeah, We're definitely going to do more videos like that.
As much fuel I've ingested, I should be dead. Yeah.
Oh, please, you're kidding me? How many gallons of fucking gasoline and nitromethane and I've accidentally swallowed while siphoning and shit like that. Please.
The chickens are great. They're awesome. We have 3 eggs.
The world of fucking with cars is not for the for the fragile, for the weak.
You have to be okay
You know what I'm
with
saying?
getting dirty.
You got to
Get
be
up.
physically, you got to be physically like, right, to do this shit, and or not really care about the consequences.
You should get a 66 GTO to me.
Uh,
Oh, no.
no, I have plenty.
What do you think about the new C8?
It gets further and further away from what I think of as a Corvette. You know, it's a great world class sports car. It's a feat as far as that's concerned. Okay, for the price that they put these things out at, and the technology that's there, it really is. I mean, General Motors got to lose money in every fucking car. But I see the Corvette a little bit differently. I'm to me, the spirit of the Corvette is kind of it's just been lost. They're not sexy anymore.
Carlos Garcia, thank you. Great content, Uncle Tony. Just bought a record duster rolling chassis. What modern Chrysler V8 would you recommend? Modern Chrysler V8.
Wait.
What?
Is this?
No, this one. Carlos.
Okay. Just bought a recommend dust rolling chassis. What modern Chrysler V8 would you recommend? I mean, a Magnum is bolt in. You know what I mean? Like literally bolt in. So that would be the. I mean, your other choice would be the heavy, which requires a lot of engineering to make that fit. Very expensive swap. But a Magnum, it literally bolts in. Any place a 318 bolts in, a Magnum will bolt in.
Dylan Butinsky. Hey, UT, I bought a 1972 Newport Custom with a 400 big block. Any tribal knowledge that comes to mind? Thank you, Dylan.
No, man, just maintain it and drive. That's bulletproof. That's those are great fun cars. They're solid. I mean, no, there's no specific wisdom with it. You got a good car to work with. Have fun with it.
Do you ever own a tow truck? We own one.
Yeah, we have one. I have a 1980 Dodge Retriever. It's a mess,
It needs work, like everything else.
and it needs work like everything else. But it runs and drives. I use it around the yard all the time. Anytime I got to lift an engine or put something on a stand, or I use the wrecker for that.
What factory 383 heads flow the best?
I mean, the stock out of the box, the 906s are probably. I mean, if you want to talk about ultimate big block head, you talk about Max Wedge. The big valve 67s work good. The 516s, the big valve 516s work good. The 906s, they're all pretty much about the same. And with minor porting, so out of
Right?
dead stock, they have little differences, but just with the most minor porting, they're all exactly the same.
The Packers just scored again. Is there football on?
Go sports ball, yay team!
UT, would love to see you build a Cordoba. Ever think about it?
I love Cordobas, but I have way too many cars. There's no room for any more cars. Yeah.
Then I could get a GTS. Well, if you're not going to get a 66 GTO for you, then you can buy me one. I'm told the Hunter virus will kill you. What with the mice droppings, chemicals, and oil, don't bother me. Just curious, that mice thing. Need a second Uncle Tony opinion, laugh out loud. Oh yeah, no, there's no hantavirus around
I,
here. That's kind of a rare thing.
yeah, I wouldn't even know about it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just power wash everything really well. Wash your hands. You're fine. Russell Finch, thank you. Thanks for your channel.
Well,
Thank you.
thanks for your contribution, man. We
Thank you,
appreciate that.
Russell.
Thank you very much. Ben, no, it's not. It's not a tumor.
What's a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
What's a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
Oh,
Come with me if you want to live.
Cordovas have a Corinthian leather. Yes. What was your worst oops behind the wheel?
Oh Jesus.
Your worst oops.
Uh, when I left all of the padding out of my helmet, uh, I had a fuel altered, and I built it too small for me to see out of. So, like the second time I ran the car, I couldn't see. So I took all of the padding out of my fucking helmet, and then I got back in the car and made a run. And got into tire shaking it. The roll cage beat my fucking head like that. I have brain damage from that. I'm not really sure exactly. I'm not really sure exactly what was taken out. Why are you laughing? You
That's
know,
the way you said it.
but
You get a concussion a little bit.
that was my worst oops moment. I shouldn't have done that.
Thank you, Jesse B. 1981 Chevrolet Capri Classic for a sleeper with the 350 small block, TH 350 trans, and 3.42 years. What do you think? 81 Chevy Caprice Classic.
I don't know. I just tapped my head and lost all of my. Like, go
Are
ahead.
you all right?
No, go ahead. Say that again now. 1980.
1981 Chevy Capri Classic
Yeah.
for a sleeper
Yeah.
with a 350 small block, TH 350 trans, and 3.42 years.
Yeah, but it won't be very much of a sleeper without some serious power header.
It won't be a sleeper? With what?
It won't be a sleeper with just that combination. He's going to have to add something to it to actually make some power.
Oh, well, that's what he's asking you.
Yeah, that's ultimate foundation. You can't beat that.
But what would he add to it?
Oh, that's your choice. I mean, um, whatever you're most inclined to. Basically, you got three choices: nitrous, supercharger, turbocharger, and you got to just see which one appeals to you the most. The one that appeals to you the most is the one that you engineer into your car.
672 Galaxy says, I use dryer sheets in my car to keep mice away. I've heard of that. I was wondering how you got the way you were till I heard that story.
Well,
He's always been.
I've had lots and lots and lots of head trauma, over the course of my life. But that particular one, I know that I was different after that. Like things, like little sections got blocked out. Some memory loss and shit.
Mr. Shine versus everything says Irish Spring soap will keep mice away.
Have I ever huffed nitrous? Tons of it. Are you kidding me?
That's supposed to keep mice away, yeah. Let's see. Hello, Motorheads. Hello, Drew.
What's going on, Drew?
What do you think of shorty headers on big block Mopars?
Yeah, you better just stick with the exhaust manifolds. You really don't get the scavenging benefits from a shorty header. Not to, I mean, not to say you shouldn't use them, but they're not. You're not going to get what you want. It's not the same as running a long tube, collector header.
Peppermint oil for mice works great. Any advice for just starting an engine swap?
Is it? I mean, map out all the parts you're going to need. I'm assuming you're putting two dissimilar things together. And when you say engine swap, you're not just taking a 350 out, putting a 350 in. Make sure you document all of the differences in transmission crossmember mount, engine mounts, frame mounts, bolt patterns, what's compatible, what's not compatible, pulleys, belts, accessories, the way things are going to fucking line up. It's the swap generally speaking. I mean, just taking any engine and dropping it into an engine bay is easy. It's making all the stuff around it that's difficult. So if you're just starting out on a swap, you know what I mean, a dissimilar engine body package, then yeah, you need to document all of the differences all the way around before you get started.
What's up, Shane? Why are A-body headers so damn expensive for a 3-to-3 swap? No, they're expensive.
Well, you must be looking at like TTIs, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can use a B body header. A B body header will work in an A body. You can get a cheap set, of 1 5/8 B body headers, and you're gonna have to do some creative like trimming on the steering column, and you're gonna have to do some denting, in certain areas on the driver's side. Passenger side goes right in. It's all on the driver's side where there's an issue. But if you're dealing with a 67 through 76 A body, you can use a set of 1 5/8 B body headers on that.
Can you read that?
Any Mopar automatic transmission videos in the works, and if not, then if no, then why not? Hee hee. I have none in the works. I have none lined up. Unfortunately, I'm sure at some point during this YouTube journey, I'm going to have to do a fucking transmission. And when I do that, we'll do a video on it.
You can reach for the phone.
It's easy for me to.
I'm actually just.
How you doing, Joyce? Where you going? Oh. Fuse has sold the Ford 427 and Dodge 426 cranks are very, very close to the same. No, not even in the ballpark. The 427 Ford crank is much shorter. The journals are smaller, narrower, and smaller diameter, and not even in the ballpark. What's the newest car you? I have a 1990 Ram Charger. You got that right, Johnny Wrench. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Or lefty loosey, righty tighty. What's up, Ethan? What's the newest car I've owned? I'd have to think about that. I had like a 93 Ranger for a little while. Any news on the rebuilt 6-cylinder guys? No, they just disappeared. Oh, that's right, Uncle Crystal. Uncle Crystal's with us. That's right. The convertible was the newest car we had. We had a Sebring convertible. I don't even know what year it was. It was a Sebring. It was a convertible, and it was a 2.7. That thing puked. We had it for about 2-3 months. Yeah, I forgot about the Uncle Crystal. How aggressive a cam can you run on a 383 to still have enough vacuum for brakes? I put remember the old 509 cam? I put that in a couple of different cars for people. Then they had power brakes, and it'll still pull it. I don't think you can go much bigger than that though. Actually, put it in 2 degrees advanced. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with generally advance the cam like 2 degrees, and if you're on the borderline of power brakes, that'll give you enough vacuum.
How you doing, all right?
I'm doing good. Uncle Crystal is on.
Uncle Crystal's on.
Uncle Crystal's here.
Awesome. Where is she?
Uncle Cat. Oh, I don't know. She was.
Yeah. I gotta find the bottom of this. Where is she?
What's the worst mechanical failure you've experienced while driving? Uh, I had a clutch explode during a street race with a '68 Charger, and this shifter actually put a hole in my fucking hand. I'm thinking that's probably about the worst one I've had while driving. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. There's so many of them.
I see Uncle Crystal. Okay.
Do I know anything about Ray Allen Chevelle? You mean the convertible, the LS? I don't know what would I know about it.
Zip ties and bias plies. Hey, Uncle
Where is he?
Tony.
There he is.
You handsome.
Ah, minty motherfucker you are.
What's up?
Finally back to making videos. Guys,
You
Zip
making
Ties is
videos?
finally making
Excited to see
videos
it.
again. Yeah.
Awesome. Hello from your third biggest fan in Sweden, Robin Talstick.
Robin, you gotta try harder, bro. You gotta try
Wins.
harder.
Yeah, he is hilarious. Love Peg. You two are beauty people. Thanks for the shout out. Zip ties and bias plies is awesome. You took a big hiatus,
He's the best. I mean,
but he's back, right?
yep.
Good night at zero.
Good night, brother man.
Zip ties. You ever gonna do anything besides cold starts? John Possum wants to know.
Go Go Bordello, Sally. That's tonight's song, man.
That's tonight's song.
And you got to play it loud. I mean, it's loud. It's got to hurt your fucking head when you play that thing.
Joe needs help learning how to read a VinTag.
Oh,
it's easy.
Just Google it, man. Google it.
There's VinTag decoders. Just Google VinTag decoder Mopar, if it's Mopar, and it'll come up and it's all there. You punch the number in and it'll decode it for you.
Andrew's still here. I guess he's our number one fan in Sweden.
Andrew?
Yeah, I don't know who number two is. Would a Volvo porting the heads on a 240 work? Bowl porting, cleaning, gasket matching and cleaning up the bowls and stuff like that is pretty much universal. A good thing to do.
Zip ties and bias play says my life is a cold start.
Yeah.
How cold is it there?
Oh, he's 40 degrees below where he is.
How what? No.
Well, that's what it said on his video.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cold. Do you do anything with Mopars and boats?
No, I mean, I would like to find. I want to get my granddaughters a boat, and I'd like to find one of them Chrysler muscle boats. That they did very early '70s, and a lot of them had 340s on them. So yeah, I mean, I've kind of got my eye kind of a little bit out there looking for one right now. They're babies, so I'm not really in any rush. But yeah, I'd really like to find one of those Chrysler boats.
You got to brush up on your Volvos.
Yeah, especially if he's going to keep throwing us $2 with that weird symbol every time.
You're going to have to do that, Tom. Shout out from Texas, Laraski. I hope I said that right.
Your twin 440 Christmas. No, nothing that crazy. Just something to go out on the lake with the girls, and have a little fun.
They're really little though.
Yeah.
So we have plenty of time. You ever try the golf ball effect from porting heads?
Well, I always leave the intakes rough. So, I mean, yeah, that would be kind of like the golf ball effect, right?
Tony Smoke makes it look like I'm
No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be
Yeah,
fucking,
we
I'm going to be,
asked
I'm
this,
going
that's why.
to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I leave the intakes rough because I'm a fucking slob. I'm not capable of making a pretty intake board. So I just say, you know what? That's the golf ball effect. I meant it to be that way. But yeah.
Aw. It's all right, Tony. Zip ties and bias plies. Hey, Tony. Have you heard of the original hot rodding book? Apparently, it's older than hell. And it came out when you guys didn't have the option to get aftermarket parts and would use parts and pieces of all brands.
I never heard of any specific book, man. Uh,
You haven't?
no, I mean, I've read a lot of it. I've looked at a lot of like the little pocket size magazines that they did like post-war. I've read through a lot of that stuff, um, but I don't remember a specific book that had anything to do with it. I'd like to find. I mean, if you, I'd love to read it. If you.
So you don't know.
No.
Let's see. What would be a good ring gap for a turbo slant 6 making around 15 psi of boost?
30 is almost always safe. 30 is almost always safe. The slant, the top ring is so far down from the head of the piston that it's really not. It's not as bad as some. It's not as critical as some of the other engines. But I would just automatically gap them at 30.
Johnny Wrench, Uncle Tony, have you ever been to New Haven? Do you know anyone here? New Haven, Connecticut?
Say that again.
Have you ever been to New Haven? Do you know anyone here?
Not offhand.
New York Strongest 72 says coldest I experienced was negative 32 in Buffalo, New York. Very refreshing. Sitai says, I was drunk and high last night, and other than the UFC fight, the Hot Rod book was our top conversation point.
Yeah, give me the name of the book, man. I'd like to check that out. Or maybe it's online. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely like to see that.
A steam-powered hot rod would be cool. Can we do that? A steam-powered Volvo.
A steam Volvo
Yeah,
would
there
be
you go.
awesome.
Can we do that?
Oh, and steam is bitching. The only problem is it's to get a really effective power, it's got to be huge. Better off with electric.
That's not fun. It doesn't make smoke. Just bought my dream car Wednesday. Had to go to Canada. 71 Challenger RT 346 pack. I'm staring at it right now. I keep staring in the rear view all the way home from Canada to Pennsylvania. Nice.
What is it?
A 71 Challenger RT 346 pack.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Congrats. My dad gave a book from the late 70s called The Complete Guide to Bolt-On Performance, and I learned all the basic stuff there before the internet. Let's see. Good night, Motor City Mike.
Darla.
Wood gas Volvo. Ziptie says, I'll research the chip out of it for you. Did I say that with a good accent? Chip out of it for you. E.
Thank you, Wendell.
Let's see. Thanks, Wendell. Spin, you bastard, spin. Tony doesn't smoke that much. It's just the camera angle makes it look that way. Andrew Blears, thank you. Should upgrade the shocks on a 240. Mine seems to be a bit bouncy, over 100 miles per hour. Is this a problem?
Well, yeah, it's a problem.
So, should he upgrade the shocks?
I would say just replace the fucking shocks. You can upgrade them.
Over 100.
Yeah. Should you be going that fast in a stock Volvo? I don't know.
Oh my goodness. The camera adds half a pack of cigs.
Don't ever stop with the Volvo. He's throwing me cash every time.
Volvo save lives.
Volvo, it's fine.
Volvo save lives, right?
That's besides the point. He's paying me every time he fucking throws a question out. God bless him.
When I got a Volvo, I drove like a jerk because I was like, I'm safe. And then I just automatically started driving like a jerk and I couldn't help myself. Let's see.
Best stock big block heads. And the 906s are it just depends what you're looking for. The 906s are my go-to head. You always know what you're getting with those things.
Let's see. must have good neighbors. Actually, we have no neighbors right now on either side of us. They both moved out. Where'd you get the painting behind you? I did it. Uncle Kathy, my best driving story. I don't really have one. Driving up Snake Hill in the GTX, the 4-speed. That was fun. It was bumper to bumper traffic in a 70 GTX.
She was like 17.
Yeah.
We had a 4-speed GTX, and that thing had like some
Magic
monster
clutch.
fucking like Hayes clutch in there, McLeod clutch.
Every
I
time
forgot
I
what it
stepped
was.
on it, my butt came off the seat.
It was a cartilage shredder, you know. So for her to like, and then she's a driver this thing in New York City traffic. So you know, for her to like actually push the clutch in, she would have to pick her ass up off the seat.
Yeah, stand on it. And then my hand would hit the dashboard. But I would have to go up Snake Hill. There's this thing called Snake Hill in Staten Island. It's really steep. How steep is it?
It's pretty steep.
It's pretty steep, and it was bumper to bumper traffic, and I was stuck in that car, and it would stop like in the middle of the hill. And that's when I learned how to drive. That's my driving story.
Dude, Bottle Rocket. What about it? What about Bottle Rocket?
Your brother says I'm ignoring him again. What's up?
No!
What's up, James? I don't get to read every comment. I'm sorry. Tony, a while back, I asked about building a rat rod frame or engine first. Because I've never built one, I decided to build a rat cart for me and my son. Thanks for the motivation.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
New York Strongest says, I flipped the salt spreader on Snake Hill.
Nice.
Oh, I bet you did.
Nice.
So then you know what Snake Hill is. Richard has a 70 GTX. It's an auto, though. That's one way to learn stick shift. Yeah, like I had no choice at that point. It was like
That was a daily driver.
Yeah, it was like daily. But when I was stuck in traffic, it was bumper to bumper on that hill. And I was like, oh my God, I can either learn how to drive this thing really well or I'm going to die. And I made it. What do you think of the Little Red Express?
They're neat. They're neat. That car was the shit. The truck was the shit back then. It was faster than the Corvette.
Oh, I'm trying to add Volvo suspension advice on Tony's behalf. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. The GTX Daily, how cool. It was daily. That was a really fun car. I enjoyed driving it. My Fox body broke just about every other week. How often does your most used car need to be repaired?
Often. The tinkering is kind of nonstop, you know. But that just goes with the territories, you know, of dailying old cars. But major failure? No, I mean very, very, very rarely. I think we lost a motor about 2 years ago in our Swinger on the way home from Nashville. But no, I mean major repairs. No, very, very, very infrequently. Darla has to go out.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoops.
Okay. Do I have any hot rods? Just, I don't know. They're all kind of mine too. Have you heard about burnouts for why? Yeah, we heard about it towards the end of it because we haven't really been on Facebook a lot, and then we just saw it like a few days ago. Yeah, we heard about it. Poor kid. Picked up a 440 with a piece of a thermoquad today for dirt cheap out of a 77 Winnebago.
Nice. Good luck with it.
Let's see. Is the difference between the 79 and 84 Camaros really that big? New to cars, I'm really want a 79 Camaro Z28 strictly because I like the way it looks.
It's night and day. It's completely different cars. They're not even related in any way, shape, or form, other than the nameplate.
Mark Shaw says thermoquads are trash.
You're wrong. Thermoquads are awesome.
We're open. It's cold. My semi's car is British, but with an American V8. It has disc brakes all around and independent suspension front and back. Why do you think it is that U.S. cars kept the live axle and leaf springs so long?
Well, I mean, A, cheaper to manufacture. B, we don't really value handling in this country. We're about acceleration. So, there were cars that had independent rear suspension, like the Corvettes, well, really just about the Corvettes. But the market wasn't there, the market wasn't there for the manufacturers to spend the extra money, to be going around turns. Where like you European guys, you love going around turns. You're all about that shit. So that's why you had more, suspensions that were better suited to that. You know, for us, our performance was all based on straight line and still is.
Miles, good evening, Uncle Tony, Kathy. Hope you're both well. We're doing good. We're better now. Um, back to same old, same old. Really enjoying your slant six build and your honesty about LS motors, the cheap big power.
Thank you.
You did talk about LSs. Do you want one?
I don't want one
You don't
now,
want one, no.
but I do admire them.
You do. That's very cool of you, Tony.
Is a 523 lift cam too big for street
Hold on,
driving?
let me shut the door.
Lift has nothing to do with whether a cam is suitable for the street or not. It's duration. Duration and lobe separation is what is what dictates whether or not a cam is suitable for street use.
Oh, the dog is outside. Yeah, Tony, read. Come on, come in. I put you in. Is everybody in? 1, 2, 3. Lily, come on. Cookie? Good girl. Come on. Read, Tony.
Oh,
You just staring?
I'm just staring. I'm watching these guys just. Stefan, hello from New York.
Copy.
Do I have a bucket list car? No, I own everything I want to own. There's nothing else I want. No. Any cool 2.3 turbo? No cool stories. I mean, I've driven plenty of them. Back in the day, they were around. They were common. The SVL Mustang was a real bitch. That was a good car. But no real cool stories. Thank you, Kenneth.
Time for a new hat.
Yeah, I know this one's all fucking ratty, but it's comfortable, so I keep wearing it.
Thank you, Andrew. Could I advance the timing on my 240 and use 98 gas?
Advance it until you get an audible ping. Advance it 2 degrees at a time until you get an audible ping under load, and then back it off 2 degrees. And that's your optimum timing.
Johnny Wrench, I meant to ask if that swapping the pistons trick like Bottle Rocket works on a small block Chevy.
Yes.
Crazy street race stories.
I don't know. My life was a crazy street race story.
Hello, Uncle Mr. Crude.
I am pretty fucking crude, really.
You can be. Like, you mean like
In general.
in general?
I like crude. I mean, I can't help it. So,
Time for doggy door. Yeah. 3-speed manual versus 4-speed manual.
For like a daily driver, 3-speed every fucking time. I love 3-speeds. For drag racing, the extra year spacing with a 4-speed is definitely an advantage.
Hi, Matt in Lakeland, Florida. Let's see.
We have a Duster that's a slant 6 3-speed. It's 300 floor. It's got an A230, and I actually got that car run today. I threw a radiator in it and just buzzed it around the by where the shop is for a little bit. What a happy fucking pleasure thing to drive that. It's just so happy. It's just 3 at the knee, man. It's just the perfect driving car. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Gray's Garage. What is an ideal advanced curve for a big block Chevy street motor? Some people say total timing all in by 3,000, but some say lower. Can't get a solid answer.
3,000 is way too fucking far out. You want? I look to have all my timing in by 2,000, and no more than 20 degrees total. So, or of total advance. So, and I'm going to talk about vacuum advance. Pretend there's no vacuum advance. So, let's just say you're going for 32 degrees. Let's say 34 degrees, right? At 2,000 RPM, you want 14 degrees at idle. You know, and then you're gonna have to do whatever you have to do to limit the advance. Every distributor is different, so I can't tell you what curve is in your distributor. But what I shoot for when I set up distributors for myself, if I don't flat out lock them out, a lot of times I'll just lock them out and be done with it. But if I'm actually going to engineer a curve into it, I look for 20 degrees total uh, mechanical advance, and you want it all in by 2,000 RPM. The only reason the only reason you want to advance it, where you want to curve it all, is just to make the fucking thing easy to start when it's hot.
Okay. Dylan says, any Mopar trucks that are your favorite? Any chance of seeing more on the channel? Love your tips and videos. Keep it up.
My favorite is my box truck, man. I love my carry van. I don't know. I don't know how I got by in life until I don't know how I got by in life without a box truck. Now I have that thing. I absolutely fucking adore it. I mean, I think the Ram Chargers, they're fucking cool. We got one of those too. I mean, generally, I'm not a truck guy. I'm a car guy.
If I win the lottery, can I buy that Duster?
No.
No, you're not gonna sell it?
No.
Let's see. UTG. I went to school for ME, and I really respect
Mechanical engineering.
Yeah, okay. I really respect well-engineered products. I never thought I would say this, but after pulling down the 6.0 LS, it is impressive. I might keep it in the GS. Is that bad?
No, they're great motors, man. The whole LS series, big and small block, they're just General Motors like really created an outstanding product. There's just there's just no way around it. And like I am as Mopar as you can possibly fucking get. But no, General Motors with the whole LS run, they really they outdid themselves. Those are the most finely evolved passenger car engines on earth.
How streetable are the Slant 6 mods? Would any of the modifications decrease dependability?
No, everything we're doing on this engine, is within the realm of streetability. Except don't paint it. If you're going to drive it every day, don't be painting the inside of it like we're doing. We're only doing that because it's a race car. But no, all of the modifications on this engine are completely suitable for high performance street use.
You should say that in the video.
We will.
If you're going to use it every day, don't forget.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a gold duster and a feather duster?
The Gold Duster is just an appearance package. The Feather Duster has aluminum bumper brackets, aluminum door hinges, aluminum bracing under the hood, under the trunk lid. The Feather Duster was a gas mileage package. So they were for lightweight stuff all over the place. And he used that was the only A-body that got the 4-speed overdrive, the 833 OD transmission as well.
86 GT says, Left Out Loud, I did a video on how my 4.8 LS pickup is the best vehicle produced in the history of mankind. Maybe I'm not far off.
I don't think you're that far off.
I already brought my project, and it's the best vehicle ever made. An Oz 8575 Series 10 Land Cruiser diesel that runs great with 500,000 kilometers under the belt for $2,600.
Nice. Good luck with it. Congratulations.
Kilometers, though. Gotta go back to work. Hey, can I do this? What's the difference between the Superbird and the Daytona?
Where did the tobacco go?
I don't know. Over there.
What's the difference between Superbird and Daytona? The Daytona is based off of a Dodge Charger. The Superbird's based off of a Plymouth Roadrunner. Actually, Plymouth GTX, but they call it a Roadrunner.
Would you put a 460 in a Chevy Chevette?
A Ford 460 and a Chevy Chevette? No, I would not.
What is an LS motor?
Next.
Not gonna answer?
Google is your friend.
Can you resolve the misconception that a cast crank small block can turn big RPMs and not break? To a certain power level, of course. Just got to build the rest of it right.
I can't speak for Ford or General Motors, but I mean, Chrysler cast cranks are tough. Um, 600 horsepower, 6,500 RPM all day long, no problem. All that 99% of what you hear about cast cranks and I gotta have a Ford crank, I gotta have is bullshit.
Australian VH Valiant. You see them in the States?
No.
No? No.
We have no Aussie. Well, we have there's a GM World product, which is like Holden based and all that. But other than that, we have no Aussie stuff here.
Have you ever used a mother thumper cam from pump cams?
No, I haven't.
I think they're just noise makers, just exhaust and intake overlaps, any real performance.
I haven't.
How do you set timing by ear? I have to eat.
You listen for a spark knock. You keep so here's what you do, right? Setting timing by ear. And I'm going to do a video. You know what? Maybe I should just save it for a video. But just real quick. Wait. I'm going to do that video tomorrow.
You are?
Yeah, I'm going to do that video tomorrow. I'm not even going to answer that question now. I'm going to do that video tomorrow. How to set timing by ear.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever built a purpose-built engine for fuel economy? I have not.
Think of buying a Fox body?
I am not. But Brian Make Shift just got one, and I'm hoping I can get my hands in there at some point. At Throne Wrench Garage. Yes, Throne Wrench Garage. He just picked up a Fox body. He came by the house the other day to show me. So hopefully I can get my hands in there just a little bit, just a little bit.
What do you think of a 350 and 68 Buick Skylark?
I mean, good driver. Great daily driver type of car. Not the strongest thing in the world, but I mean, perfectly adequate to get you down the road.
Tony, have you found a Rochester 2-barrel to be fine for making power and performance? Thinking of using one on my 283.
You mean the 2GC? Yeah, no, I think they're good for around 320 CFM. All different sizes, but they're only about 320 CFM. No. I mean, if you're going to do that, try 3 of them on top of that 283 and you'd be okay. But no, for performance, no.
What would be the most reliable old school muscle car?
Any of the the mild big block intermediates work really well. Back in the day, if you go back to like the early to mid 70s, right? It was very, very, very common, like in a supermarket, to find, a supermarket parking lot, to find like Roadrunners or Buick Grand Sports or 396 Chevelles. They were used as family cars. That was a lot of them were like pre-soccer mom. The housewife drove the car to the supermarket, dropped the kids off at school. Those are really super reliable cars. As long as you don't get into any of the specialty high compression multi carbureted crazy gear cars, but just the regular big block intermediates are very reliable daily drivers.
Hmm. How's the Choker one for normal driving on a Pontiac 400?
I couldn't tell you. I've never run one on a Pontiac 400. I mean, that my Torque has a good manifold. I have one of my 73 Roadrunner 340 car, and it's a great manifold. But I couldn't tell you how it reacts on the Pontiac. I know that you do if you're going to run one of the manifolds, you definitely need an exhaust to go with it. That's not a cast iron manifold exhaust or intake rather.
Vegas 660, thank you. Have
Thank
you
you.
ever been in a demolition derby? What are your thoughts with demo derbies killing old, hard to find cars? Thanks for Roll Lever Channel.
Yeah, no, I haven't been in a demolition derby. That's really not my style. What do Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people who are like these fucking like them malcontents. You know what I'm saying? And like they enjoy pissing people off by fucking by taking a 60s or a 70s car and bringing it to the demo derby. You know, I mean, I don't have space. I don't have space in my fucking head for that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I just don't have space in my head for it, so it doesn't exist.
Uh, 416 stroker, 4 barrel or dual forest? My dad is debating.
Uh, I mean, you really best off with just a big single 4 barrel. 850 Holly works nice on something like that. Uh, I mean, I do like multiple. I love multiple carbs. I mean, a pair of 500 Carter Edelbrocks with progressive linkage works great. Also, just make sure you got it jetted lean enough to work. That's the biggest mistake people make when they right away double dual quads on an engine. Like, oh, this sucks. It doesn't make any power. That's because when you go with multiple carburation, you have to jet them much leaner than you do when you run them as a single. So, Ari, what's going on, brother, man? You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. We've just been hanging out, shooting the shit, answering Volvo
So I
questions.
wonder where John is. John Wilbur, he lives in Virginia.
Yeah,
He hasn't been on. He's also a gun instructor.
he was on and he
I
left.
know he was on and he went off.
Oh, good night, man. 86 GT. Thank you so much for that.
Not a single hobo farm. Slow Sunday.
Yeah, no. Tomorrow's a holiday, right? MLK Day, is it? Yeah, we don't like no hobo violence today. No.
Do you know any inherent problems with the straight front axle on a 60 truck?
No, as long as the kingpins are good. Kingpin is always the problem on any straight axle. Have you ever used an HEI distributor on one of my Mopars? No, I don't crossbreed. I've used Mopar electronic distributors, but no, I've used HEI distributors in General Motors products, and I've used Chrysler electronics and Chrysler products, but I don't crossbreed ever.
Are you an SRT4 fan?
They're cool.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, am I a fan? I mean, I don't dislike them. For sure. I don't have any experience with them.
Shane, hello from Canada, eh?
Hey,
Stop supporting four-door hot rods.
never, never. I love 4-door hot rods.
Andrew Blears, thank you. Do you know what car Kurt Cobain drove?
No,
No,
no.
we don't.
Did I get the oil pan where I want it? Yeah, yeah. It's all welded up. It's all good to go. When we do the next installment on that on the Slant Six thing, I'll show everything we did to that pan. But yeah, it worked out really nice.
What is the top RPM on a stock 440?
Right around 6,000, 6,500 is about all you want to go with one of those.
Norton Triumph or BSA?
Oh, I love Beezers, man. I had an 850 Commando that literally was unrideable. It was impossible. That thing vibrates like a paint fucking mixer. And it just so happens that all of the speeds that it vibrates at, like the crazy vibration, was all of the regular traffic speeds in New York City. So it's like the bike was just miserable. It made Ironhead fucking Harley seem like a gold wing. But yeah, I love Peasers. I had a couple. I had a 269 E65s.
Repaint the inside of the modified oil pan.
No.
You're a fan of 4.8 stroker motors.
Am I a fan of what? Stroker motors?
408 stroker motors.
They work. They work. But I prefer this. I mean, I like those engines in their original geometry. The 340 and the 360. There's nothing wrong with the 4-inch stroke in those engines, but I think they work better all around with the original geometry.
What do you think that a 64 Slant 6 Plymouth Valiant goes for driver quality?
A 64 Valiant what?
Slant 6 Valiant driver quality.
Yeah, if it's intact and it runs driver quality, probably spend about $2,500 is about kind of normal.
Do you remember Dudley's Basement in Long Island?
I do not.
Do they still make brand new points distributors for small block Chevys?
Should be able to get one.
If so, what companies would I have looking into?
Well, I mean, if you're looking for an aftermarket one, I mean, I'm sure Axel still has those in the catalog. I don't know. You'd have to Google that.
I go my resident. Let's see. Most expensive Mopar you bought?
I don't know. It's the most expensive Mopar we bought.
We don't pay.
I don't buy anything expensive. I buy the cheapest shit I can get my hands on.
Andrew Blears, thank you. He's saying, take a guess. All right, what did Kurt Cobain? He drove a Valiant.
Did he?
I think he did.
All right.
I think he drove a Valiant.
Uncle Kathy says a Valiant.
Am I right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Would you recommend the 79 Camaro Z28 as a good starter car for a teen?
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good starter car.
Tony, you get that fireplace going much?
No.
No, we're lazy. Okay, the cheapest Mopar you bought.
Free. I've had numerous free Mopars.
Okay. Ones that aren't free. What's the cheapest one you bought?
Oh God, please. I mean, I mean, fucking $25 cars. Yeah, no.
How much did you pay for your 69 Charger?
$20.
Yeah.
I paid $20 for a 69 Charger.
Let's see. I'm wrong. Andrew Blear says I'm wrong. Okay, he didn't have a Valiant. All right. I don't know what he had.
It's my favorite Mopar, all of them. All of my Mopar's creatures are loved under my roof. Oh, Uncle Crystal's in there. Okay. Kurt Cobain drove a 1986
Ray Volvo,
240
240
per
per
Google.
Google.
Okay.
We should have known it was a Volvo.
Yeah, we should have seen that coming.
Right.
I'm not feeling good right now.
Yeah.
I'm a little sick, but yeah, I should have seen that coming.
Oh my goodness. How long have we been together? Like 600 years.
Yeah, yeah.
My friend Mark just sent 2 black 4-door 60 Valiants to New York about 3 months ago. Maybe we'll be working on them. You're not in New York.
I'm not in New York. I'm in Nashville.
From New York.
I'm from New York. Haven't been there in 16 years.
Mexican Spec says I paid $50 for my first car and it took me a while to get that money together. Yep.
I paid $20 for that Charger, and I sold the rear end out of it for $20 to get it home. This was, I was a kid.
He was strong as 72 says I just paid $20 for a headlight bulb. Let's see. Kenneth Taylor, thanks. 67 Coronet, 2-door hardtop, 447, 27, 8 3/4 restoration.
Sounds like a plan.
67 Coronets are nice. Shush! Oh, Mexican Spec says I was 15 and I still have her. That was in 1982. That's
Nice.
cool that you kept it all the time. You sold the rear end to get it home, Tony? Georgia? Yeah.
The center section.
Come visit Staten Island, UTG.
No.
Our kids were just up there. They went.
Uncle Crystal was just up there.
Yeah.
Me? No. I if I never see that place again, it's all too soon.
Oh, relax. Andrew Blears. Do the leader of the free world, Donald Trump. What, like an impression? I don't know. Do the leader of the free world, Donald Trump. Can you do a Donald Trump impression?
I can't. No, I can't.
Me neither. Thank you, Howie.
You like that car, huh, Harry? I know. I love that thing too.
You're fired. See? Ben Winter did it. You're fired. There you go. You know what's worse than a Jag? A Jag with a flat tire. Did your friend ever find a non-tag job duster? She bought a Nova. She stopped looking for dusters and she got a Nova. Oh, he's asking, do you love the leader of the free world?
Yes, I do.
Trump?
Yes, I do.
Mongol Sport Motorsport says it'll be huge.
Huge.
When are you taking the 67 Charger out?
Weather permitting, this week we're going to do that video on getting a car out of slumber, waking your project up out of slumber.
Okay. How's the Ram Charger doing?
The Ram Charger is currently in limbo, and while we get the Slant 6 and Bottle Rocket ready for the track in March.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you recommend the 79Z28 as a daily driver for someone who knows nothing about cars?
As a daily driver, if you don't know anything about cars, no. It's a good first project car. It's a good first hot rod. But is it a good daily for somebody who doesn't know anything about cars? No. Get yourself a cheap Econo box, something off
like a Volvo.
Yeah, like a Volvo, whatever. You just get something cheap that you can tool around with and pick up the Z28 and learn how to work on it.
Vicky Froelich says, shush! He didn't say shush. He says, if I'm ever in your town, could I maybe, if you guys aren't busy, have a chance to meet Uncle Tony somewhere and have a cigarette and some coffee. Also, I promise I'm only a little creepy.
I'm a lot creepy, man. So don't. Yeah, that's all right. as long as you keep your pants on, I think we'll be all right. Um,
If
we'll
we're
see,
not
man.
busy, is the trick.
Yeah, that's it. If we're not busy, we're always
Always running somewhere.
occupied with something. Even when we're sitting still, you know what I'm saying? There's like massive brain work going on.
Good night, Brandon. Thank you.
Do I have a fever?
Yeah, you do.
I do, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're 2 hours in. You should probably call a little early tonight. You're not feeling good.
Yeah, I think I got that fever that you get at the end of a fucking cold.
I hope this is the last of it because it's been really brutal. Sean says, just come with no pants, problem solved.
Don't do that.
No. Is a 305 Chevy any good?
Good driver motor, yeah. Good performance motor, no, but good driver motor, yes. Take care, Kenneth.
Ari's going to do some rain dance for your recovery.
I need something, man.
I think you just need to sleep more.
I do.
Jody says, take it easy. Robert Lee says, all currents are worth saving. Bottle Rocket must be a ripper. Do you know how much weight has been taken out of it?
We weighed it at, she weighs, ready to run, she was at 3,146 pounds, but I've taken about 30 pounds out of it since then. So it should be, she should be, by the time I'm done, she should be right at 3,100 pounds.
New York Strong says, Sundays are so awesome since you guys started doing Sunday Live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I look forward to this. This is, believe it or not, Sunday nights, but I used to hate Sundays, everything about them, right? But Sunday night has become the highlight of my week. I really love this.
Marathons are killing Uncle Tony. Yeah, no more marathons.
It's the truth.
We're not doing that again.
No, actually, my beautiful, beautiful granddaughters are what's killing Uncle Tony. They've brought these diseases from like you could literally like see the microbes jumping off of them,
Right.
and latching onto you, and then I'm seriously.
We haven't been sick really
I
until
haven't
they
been
moved
sick.
back.
Really, I don't think I sneezed in the last 10 fucking years, and this last month it's been just terrible.
Let's see. Can I ask you, Tony, I found a Mallory dual point distributor. Is there an advantage to having a dual points, or should I look for single points distributor?
The advantages of a dual point are really so slight that you're probably wasting your time. I don't say wasting your time. You'll never see the difference in an average street strip type of car. You'll never see the difference. So I would say just go with a single point, make your life easy.
So it says grandkids are worth every minute of the misery. It's true.
I tell you what,
They're
honestly,
cute.
right? That's the truth. Great. Here's the different. Okay, now this is just from the male perspective, right? Now I know females are different. It's just the male's perspective. Your kids, okay? When your kids give you, like you look at your kids and you say, oh man, I love my kids. I made my kids, but you know what? I can make a bunch more than if I had to. Okay, so it's like, so this is how you look at your kids. But your grandkids are completely different. You can't make like grandkids like that. So it's like your grandkids have a whole different like thing. It's like I cannot begin to tell you.
I think it's different because you don't have to reprimand them the way you have to reprimand your own kids.
I don't know.
You don't have the same kind of responsibility.
Yeah, they're just they're beautiful. Katie, Allison, I don't know if you're watching this. Uncle Crystal's on there. Uncle Crystal, you still with us?
She probably went to sleep.
Probably. But yeah, I love my grandkids.
Uncle Crystal says Katie's right here, so she's watching.
Is she?
Yeah.
Katie, I love you, Katie.
Katie's awesome. She says hi. What's up, Katie? What'd she do the other day? She grabbed the camera.
Yeah, yeah,
I gave her a camera. An
yeah.
older
Uncle Kathy
camera,
gave
a
her a
real
camera.
one.
Yeah. So, oh, I know she loves me.
Oh, we love
I,
you.
she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. I mean, please.
So we gave her the camera and she pointed it at you across the kitchen table.
Yeah, yeah. We made like a little video, but I want to do that. I want to have.
No, but what did
Katie.
she say? She said, "Say." How did she do it? She goes, "Say Uncle Tony's garage."
Yeah, 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 yeah. So,
She pointed the camera at me and she goes, "Say Uncle Tony's garage."
as soon as she knows how to work that thing, I want her to shoot an episode of a video that we're gonna put up on the channel.
That's cute. It's really cute.
So I'm gonna have her direct it,
Mm.
shoot it.
She's good at directing.
Like, I don't want to be one of those fucking people that's
Yeah,
all like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, oh, like, no, I don't want to be one of those guys, but we'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Crystal says she just ran and got it. She's taking pictures of my phone.
Maybe would you put the lighter?
I don't know. Roll up your windows, Tony.
Roll up your windows.
Uncle Tony's Kids Channel. You know you can't have kids channels anymore.
No, she's not going to be on.
No, she won't be on.
She won't be on film. She's going to produce and video it. And then Uncle Kathy will edit it.
You sound like you're getting a little better, Tony. Are you? I know you don't feel good right now.
I got a fever right now.
I think you should cut it.
I've been feeling. I think this is
short.
I don't know. I think it's pretty normal. Happens to everybody, but when you because I've had this cold for a month now. She had it for a month.
Mm-hmm.
She got rid of it like last week.
Yeah.
For me, it's a month right now, and I have that fever that I think you get at the end of, like, I always get it whenever I have like a sick, right? That lingers. I get this fever at the end of it. I think I got that right now.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
What motors you used to get from PAW campaign through the Red Rust-Oleum? Let's see. Rarest bar find you found in person?
I found a factory super stock Superbird, something that doesn't exist. Probably about 30 years ago now. And we put that was in, I put that in High Performance Mopar magazine.
Andrew Blears, thank you. If you lived in Sweden, what cars would you own?
Andrew, you're a fucking pisser, man.
I think we'd get a Volvo.
Yeah, we get a Volvo, definitely. An old Volvo.
Yeah.
We get an old Volvo. But you know what? It'd be really cool. A fucking really old Saab. I know they're slow and all that stuff. But the two-stroke Saab would be like I could get a kick out of like just tooling around the back roads with something like that.
I just subscribed to this channel. We just subscribed to you, Andrew, so we can see your Volvo.
Yeah.
Oh no, I lost it. I gotta go back. It's gonna tell me. Let's see. Best YouTube channel ever and best Sunday night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thoughts on model trains?
Oh, they're cool. They're really cool. I don't have the time or the headspace for something like that. But yeah, I love looking at other people's setups.
Let's see. Have you ever money shifted a car first, second, first?
No. You mean jam it back into first? I mean, looking back over a lifetime of driving cars, I may have done that. I don't know.
Good night, Crypto Orange. Thank you. Let's see. I love my W123 Mercedes diesel. It's an awesome car. Can't find headers for the Dippy. That's not
Night Crypto.
Headers for the Dippy?
Diplomat.
Oh, it's like, what?
What was this now?
You can't find headers for the Dippy. Wait, now I gotta find it again.
Yeah. You know what? Go to Throne Wrench Garage, okay, and send Brian at Throne Wrench Garage a message or comment on his Imperial video, because he just did a video about putting headers on his Imperial, and it's the same setup as that Diplomat. So he has the exact, he'll tell you the exact what has to be done with that. Roland, thank you very much for that.
Oh, I think Harry's. I don't know, Harry. Really can't sell prints of that because it's not my original artwork. Because I copied it from an ad, so it was just like for me for the house. It wasn't like to sell. I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with something original. Maybe one day and sell that. Let's see. Make prints available. We can make. There's got to be some UTG prints that we can make. What do you think?
We'll work on
We're
that
gonna come
stuff.
up with stuff.
Did you say over in the UK the Buick 215 V8 was used and everything? Yeah, I know that was a very popular motor out there.
Wrenching EMT firefighter. It's Kathy with a K. There's a spider on your shirt, Tony.
Is there?
No. I'm excited for your video on ignition timing.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it tomorrow.
You think so?
Yes.
Did I get a white or silver marker? We need some shirt signs. You know, I didn't. I can do that. I have to like make a mental note so I remember. Signed shirts. Do you want signed shirts?
Not really. I'm not into that whole autographing shit, you know.
But you're gonna autograph your
Yeah,
drawing.
I'll autograph the drawing. Or I said cheddar equals Hitler's revenge. I know. Well, Volkswagens went from being like the fucking easiest, happiest cars in the world to just being miserable pits of fucking despair.
What? Aloha from Alaska.
Aloha.
Will Tony one day review video games?
No, probably not. No.
How are the chickens doing? They're great. They made 3 eggs. Ow, ow, that hurts. Great. Nice, right? Please explain the vacuum advance portion of timing and going lean.
The vacuum advance portion of timing and going lean. Forget about lean. Lean has nothing to do with it. Vacuum advance is about highway economy. It's for steady cruise and highway economy. It has nothing to do with performance.
I am petting Darla. She's getting pet. She's very spoiled. Boil up your eggs, yeah. Let's see. Ow, ow, ow. I have no questions for you, Tony.
I don't know. I'm just staring at the screen.
Why are you just staring at the screen?
I'm waiting for something to change.
Have you ever checked out Pete's Garage? He builds everything.
Pete's Garage?
No, I don't think
I've seen that.
Heard of it. The dogs are happy and well adjusted, yes. All right, so how long are you going to stay on because you have a fever?
I have a fever.
Yeah.
Another few minutes.
You should probably take it easy.
830 overdrive vibration at 50, 60 miles an hour. Check your front U-joint. If the front U-joint is okay, tail shaft pushing might be bad in the trans.
Love your videos, Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
How's the posh track in a Plymouth work? The posh track? You mean the posi track?
It's all
funny.
it's all voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
It's all voodoo.
Let's see. Do you have the new comp cam in yet? How did you pick the size for it? Size of it.
I don't. It won't be in for probably a week or so. And we'll do a whole thing when we get that.
Pete's Garage is primarily body work, not engine work. You need to watch that, Tony.
I need to learn body work.
You need to rest and get better, Uncle Tony, Frank says.
Wizardry, Arcana, yes.
Let's see. How much do you bench?
Arcana.
What?
Uh,
Good night, 672E Galaxy.
Harry, what's another word for Arcana? Or all right,
Arcana?
never
You
mind.
mean?
What?
Nothing. How do you determine what the red line is on an engine you built?
No, I know arcane energy, but there's another word for it that for some reason popped into my head and then popped out. It's the fever.
You didn't answer the question I just asked
What
you.
was the question?
Now you're gonna find it again.
How do I find a red line?
Yeah.
How do I find a
On
red
an
line?
engine you built.
Valve float. Where the valves float. The red line is where it stops making power. Or it throws the rods on the fucking ground.
In the cookie cutter automobile and car guide channels, you are the most unique and my favorite. Any comments on an old 350 to go into a four-door point A to B car?
No, it's the perfect engine for a four-door point A to B car. Those old 350s are so smooth, and those engines were designed for that off-idle torque, smoothness, and off-idle torque. That's like an ideal engine to use for a daily driver.
No, Coach Strong is saying, I'm off tomorrow. One more hour, please. I don't know if you do another hour. Andrew Blears, how do you spell Hannah backwards?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to consult with my taco cat.
Thank you, Andrew.
I'll have to consult with my taco cat, but I think the taco cat is in the race car right now.
It could be Hannah. Hannah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Tony, whatever happened to the video you were supposed to get of the dude who said he beat you arm wrestling?
Oh,
Were we supposed to get a video?
yeah. Somebody said that the fuck is his name? Shoe Nice 22, who's a YouTube like fucking legend, right? Like like he's from the gold. If you guys haven't seen Shoe Nice 22, right, or just Shoe Nice, fucking go watch this guy's video. He's beyond like I mean he's literally fucking insane. Okay, Shoe Nice 22. So evidently, Shoe Nice says that he beat me arm wrestling. So
we don't have any evidence of this.
No, but I mean,
this is just rumor.
But back in the day, when I say the day, that was the thing with me. I did a lot of arm wrestling, right? So I arm wrestled everybody all the fucking time. I was like unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't know it to look at my fucking arms. Not much there, but I had this strength. I had the retard strength and the technique with the wrist. So evidently, Shoe Nice says that he beat me arm wrestling at some point. So I don't, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. Shoe Nice eats deodorant sticks. Yep.
Yeah. Deodorant sticks, tampons. The guy, he's like fucking. You got to see me eat the peppers. The guy's berserk. He's like fucking gone. I love his stuff. I can sit and binge watch Shoe Nice videos all night. But evidently he knows me.
I don't know. We don't have evidence of it. Tony, what's your opinion of the old 403 and the extreme measures GM went to lighten the block?
It's the old 4. I'm not. Listen, I give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? And I call it like I see it. All right, the old 403 is a disposable engine. It really has nothing going for it. There were plenty of Oldsmobile motors I got total respect for. The 403 is not one of them.
That was garage. I think arm wrestling is over the top. Very funny. That was a movie about arm wrestling, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kathy can beat you in arm wrestling right now.
She absolutely could. Anything could beat me in arm wrestling right now. I have like no fucking strength.
Best four-speed trans, GM, Mopar, or Ford?
I mean, the Chryslers are known to be bulletproof, and then eventually General Motors bought the new process deal and started putting the Chrysler transmission in Chevy trucks around 1981. So I would say the Chrysler Trans got it covered.
Would you do subscriber car reviews during lives? We should do that.
That sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah, it could be fun, but
we have to have a local subscriber with a car.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. You should do some test drives, Tony.
But again, I said it before, just for anybody who's here now didn't miss it before. Our Sunday Night Lives we're gonna start doing these things on at a specific location, right off of exit 80 on 24, I-24. So once the weather turns, shush.
Hey, quiet.
In the spring, once the weather gets nice again, we'll be doing these Sunday Night Lives out there. So any of you guys who are in the general Nashville area, who are just passing through on a Sunday night, bring your car and we're going to start making a regular thing out of that every Sunday night. That's where our lives are going to be.
Devin says I'll be there from South Carolina.
Okay.
Okay. Quiet. Actually, that's a good idea. Tony does car reviews. I'd watch that. Everybody would watch that.
Here's the thing, right? I say all the time. One of my favorite YouTube channels is regular car reviews. So the only reason what's so funny?
Every Sunday night, a chance to get the supervirus UTG has no thank you.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Okay, the car reviews. You watch them.
Oh, yeah.
I need to drink water now.
The thing that keeps me from doing that is because I like RCRs so much that I would feel like I'm infringing on their territory, and I'm copying of I would be afraid I would be afraid to say or do certain things because it'd be like copying them or so I don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of like shy away from that
You
sort
can
of
do
thing.
it your original way, Tony.
I don't think I could do it the original way because I'm so.
Yes, you could. Of course we could. I'm learning how to do animation right now. Make it your own. That's right.
It's hard for me to make it my own
Of course
when
you can.
theirs have been so printed on my.
No, you can make it your own. Like you do a couple of them, but don't like show them, and then by the third or fourth one, it'll be your own.
Yeah.
I'm still dying. What? Whoa. Hold it. Hang on. Move. Okay. Okay. Regular cars is pretty cool, yeah.
Oh, it's great, man. I look forward to every one of their videos.
Do you like any foreign cars?
Yes, I like many foreign cars. I just don't own any.
Thank you, mods. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
You guys got that really quick.
We got the best people on this channel. Let me tell you something. We got the best viewers. We got the best fucking mods, right? It's really.
Fubar Quick Draw. That's right. Thank you, Ari.
You guys are so awesome.
Let's see. The reason Tony's reviews would be the best is because they would be honest. Like when you looked over that muscle car with paint in the exhaust, that was daily driven by some guy's cousin. Tony, what is your opinion on quick fuel carburetors versus the classic Holly carburetors?
I automatically just stick with the classic Holly carburetors because I have all gaskets and jets, and I know the carburetors. So I don't have any experience with the quick fuel carbs. In my mind, it's like okay. Here's the thing: I don't deal with anything that has that critical. I'm not a racer anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have anything in my life that's that critical. I need the latest state of the art thing. So for me, the standard good old fashioned Holly carburetor is enough.
How do you know when to replace bushings versus replace front end parts?
You just gotta get underneath there and inspect everything.
Let's see. Um, I bought a 2005 Mini for my wife because it's her dream car. I got it from Copart and rebuilt it on my channel. It was one of my
Oh,
first projects. Awesome.
did you get good views on that?
Monko Motorsport says I'm disappointed when Tony doesn't throw something in the video.
I'll throw something for you in the next one, man.
You will?
I'm gonna try. I'll try to remember to.
Let's see, there was a question I was going to read. Where did it go? It was about front ends. Hang on. I lost it. Okay, how do you know when to replace bushings versus replace front end parts?
We just have to get underneath there and inspect it.
Okay. Um, somebody's saying when the bushings look like they're dry rotted and cracked, I usually change them.
That's part of inspecting it.
Yep. What's up, Lance Duck?
What's going on, Liz?
I want to know more about season motor details.
Uh, honestly, just everything I said in the video pretty much sums it up. I mean, you could Google details of seasoning engines, how different people have gone about it. You good at arm wrestling too, Dickie? Yeah, it's always. I was always able to put
He was
down.
always really little and very good at arm wrestling.
Yeah.
But he has crazy mechanic hand strength as well. So I think that probably has something to do with it. He's got like meat hooks.
Well, it's wrist strength
Yeah,
too has
wrist
a lot to
strength.
do with it.
I love the swap meet shuffle. Hey man, you tried with the windshield wiper. Laugh out loud, and you're right. It ain't no swapping. It's just buying. Love your channel. Thanks, Mailman.
I got the wiper to work.
You did. You got it on there. Trying to figure out what cams to use in a 30 over 440 with 11 to 1 pistons, 906 heads, 3,000 stall, and 355 gears in a 3,600-pound car.
Then you need to call a cam grinder and give them all of that information, and they will suggest grinds for you.
You should take your flu shot or something.
I don't do needles, man.
You should do some detailing videos.
Me detailing?
Like power washing cars?
Oh God, I'm the last person. Please,
I do that. I do the whole cleaning, and the detailing, and the fixing of the interiors and all that. So you don't do that. What is the single best bang for your buck engine mod to do?
There's no blanket answer to that. Every engine has its own unique needs or deficiencies. So I mean, some engines it might be intake, some engines it might be exhaust. There is no one size fits all biggest bang for the buck.
Let's see. They're talking to each other.
Yeah.
Dodge PC says, "Love you, Tony."
I love you too, man.
Oh. I think that's it. He just wants to know more about season motors.
Yeah, Google is your friend.
Maybe your neighbors died from your superbug. But you think they moved? Yeah, they moved.
So that's the rotting stench of death that I get every time I walk out front.
Superbug.
It is a super bug.
A lot of people have had it though. It's not just
I know.
us.
I would be concerned if people keep saying, "Yeah, I had this thing for 6 weeks."
Right.
So I would really be concerned at this point.
It's been a really long time.
It didn't kill her. She had it for a month.
Yeah.
So it didn't kill her. It probably won't kill me.
Okay. That's it. I think that's it.
Is that it? I think,
That's
guys,
it.
we're gonna wrap it up soon because
Yeah.
I'm shot.
Yeah. You get over there. Take some medicine. Get some sleep. Do you have any suggestions for which size LS engine to look for? Last question.
No.
No? UTG stickers add 50 horsepower
At least.
at least.
Yeah. Remember we got our UTG stickers. They're $7.50 a pair, shipped. Everything, all of the profits go to keeping our fleet running. All of the contributions here, on the super chat, it all goes to keeping these, the projects going
Parts,
and,
yeah.
and parts and liquids and expendables,
Tires.
all of it. Tire, please, God, YouTube AdSense pays our bills, and what we get off from you guys during the super chat and our Patreon, what goes to our Patreon.
Yeah, we appreciate
and
it.
and
Thank
merch sales, all of that stuff goes towards the fleet and keeping these things moving forward so we can keep making videos. So we appreciate
you.
everything.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see. Russell says good night. Good night, Russell.
Good night, Russell. So yeah, guys, we're gonna pack it in for the night. We'll be back again next Sunday night. So again, thank you all for joining us.
Thanks,
This
appreciate it.
really is, I swear to God, right? I swear to God, Sunday night has become my favorite time of the whole week. I really, really enjoy this and spending time with you guys. Ari, John, Fubar,
Uncle Crystal.
Uncle Crystal. Thank you guys for keeping this thing like, human.
Human, yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Every once in a while the trolls get in here. I don't mind the trolls. I think they're okay, but
Some of them are just
it's a little disruptive.
retarded.
So, but anyway, yeah, that's it. We're gonna say goodnight. Say
Thank you,
goodnight,
guys.
Kathy.
Good
Say
night.
goodnight to the eggs. Yeah.
Good night.
And
Good night, Della.
say goodnight to Darla. It's my sweetheart. Oh. Good night, Katie, if you're watching. All right. Good night, everybody.